What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to our weekly podcast. We are batting practice. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a stupefying episode for you this evening. It's going to be good because we are going to be blowing bubbles. Before we start blowing the bubbles, boys, how are we doing tonight? How are we feeling? Some good
I like
football
it.
on today?
I like it blowing bubbles. Yeah. Who'd you have? Cowboys or Giants going into it? Did you have Russell Wilson throwing for 500 yards in that game?
No,
Wild. Is he
Absolutely
back?
not.
Are the Giants back even
career
though they
career
lost?
game and they lost. That's a tough
Crazy.
place to be.
Crazy.
Insane.
Crazy. Are
But
you
hey,
picking them up in fantasy?
no, no chance. This is a fluke. This is a fluke.
Fluke.
No way, dude.
Yeah. What's crazy though for our listeners is that we kind of have a love triangle going on here in that we're in a couple of leagues together, two different leagues specifically, and in one league I'm playing Andrew, and in the other league Nash is playing Andrew. So
Yeah,
there's no league where me and Nash are playing each other, which will happen eventually in both leagues, but we
true.
have a connection between all three of us. We're targeting Andrew this week. And both
Yeah.
of us, now we've talked about how much we hate projections here on the podcast, whether it's so rare MLB, whether it's football, but me and Nash here are both projected to win, both projected to beat Andrew. So,
Not fair. Not fair.
how about that?
Not
It's a tough
fair.
week. Tough week for you.
Yeah, yeah. Not in fantasy. I actually for the first time ever, I'm doing a picks league, boys.
Ooh.
Um, and we're a sober podcast, so we talk individual players, but guys, maybe I'm cut out for picking teams, not individual players to do well.
Mm.
So I'm currently at first after 2 weeks. I
Wow.
absolutely smashed this week. I think I got one pick wrong so
Wow.
far. So I nailed it all pretty much. Cannot say the same thing for my fantasy draft picks. So maybe I just know teams.
You're
I
a
don't
team
know.
guy.
I'm a
Out
team guy,
out
team
the
player.
out the pick you got wrong.
It was the Steelers. Steelers did not
That's
Oof.
think
tough.
Yep.
Tough.
thought the Steelers would
Yeah.
win.
Yep.
Thought
Yeah.
Rodgers was back. Thought he was back, but he's
Not
not.
back. Turns out the
Who
Jets are bad.
who's more of a
Yeah.
fluke, Russell Wilson or
Ooh,
Aaron Rodgers?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Oof.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Okay.
He's
Both
cooked.
both
How about
teams
that?
are
Both are cooked.
questionable. Both
Both
are
are
both are
cooked.
questionable. Oh man. Yikes.
Yeah. Well, I was just moving something out of the way before I started this to get my microphone where it is right now because it was not in the right position. And it's my girlfriend's juror summons.
Oh
She got
no.
summoned to the jury this week via mail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, question for you guys. Have you ever been summoned to jury?
Yeah. Yeah. You know this.
Andrew, and did you go?
Yeah, you have to. You absolutely have to. I actually, yeah, I think it's like you get like a warrant out if you don't show up. So show up for jury duty. At least in America, we love freedom, but yet lock people up if you don't show up.
Wait, did you get selected as a juror?
Unfortunately, yes, yes,
Ooh.
yes. I
All right,
can't. I
tell us the
can't. I'm not.
details.
Yeah,
Name
you
No, I
really
names.
can't.
can't.
You really
Name
can't.
It's
names.
it's
Yeah.
confidential. Can't tell you.
Oh
Let
man.
me ask you this. Was it a 1 day trial or did it go on more than 1 day?
Oh, it was like multiple days.
Oh
Multiple
wow.
Ooh,
days.
so it's a big one.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Okay.
the gears of the justice system rotate slowly. I actually would love to know that stat on what percentage of court cases last a single day. Um, I don't know. This one was at least like five. It was like a week. Um,
Wow.
your boy missed some shifts at Cool Waters. Was not happy about
Oh,
that.
tough.
But yeah, yeah. You got to show up though.
Guilty?
You got to show
Guilty?
up.
Innocent?
Can't say. Can't say. Um,
Oh man.
can't say. Yeah.
I am gonna knock on wood because I have never been called for jury duty. So I'm knocking on wood.
What county are you in, Nash? You in
Waukesha
Waukesha?
County.
Oh, you're definitely
Yes.
gonna get called. You're definitely gonna get
My
called.
odds, now that
100%.
I moved out of Milwaukee County, my odds have gone up exponentially.
Yeah.
Andrew, I'm
Although,
finding the average here is about 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days is
okay,
2 to 3 days.
trial
Okay.
length.
Okay.
Average trial length.
you're
Okay.
above average.
Mm.
I can't. Yeah. Probably. It honestly could have been like 3 days. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Uh, that
But you
sucks.
do
Hopefully she
again,
doesn't. Hopefully she doesn't
obviously
get picked.
you can't say what happened, but
Yeah. Yeah.
you still remember the details?
Oh, of
Like
course. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah,
Of
okay.
Oh
course.
my
Of
gosh.
course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Actually,
interesting.
shout out Juror number 9. That show, great show, or was it a movie? Um, it came out like a couple years ago. Very good movie, Amazon Prime. Definitely recommend watching it. I don't know.
Okay.
Jacob asked Laura where she was the day that this crime might have been committed. Maybe it was
Okay.
her.
Oh,
Juror number 9
oh,
Juror number 9.
on
oh. I get the,
IMDb here. I'm going to
I see the
expose it.
premise. See the premise of the movie or
What is
show.
what is the rating on Rotten Tomatoes?
Ooh,
I'm gonna guess
ooh.
8.2. I bet you it's a good movie. What do people think?
Where's Rotten Tomatoes?
It should be right on the.
93%.
Yes, I'm
Wow,
telling you, it's a
very
Wow.
good
highly
movie.
rated.
All
It's a
right.
good movie.
Put it on the
Good.
list.
Yeah, have her watch it regardless of whether she's picked. It's good
Put it on the
preparation.
list.
Should she watch it before or wait till after?
Ooh. Either way. Either
Oh,
way.
okay. It's not one of those like it's not like it's gonna freak her out if you're watching it before.
I mean,
It
if
might.
she's innocent, then
You don't want
It
to
she's nothing
spoil
to
the
shouldn't.
worry
plot. You
about.
don't want to
It
spoil the
shouldn't
plot
freak
now.
her out. Let's just say
You don't want to
that.
Yeah,
spoil the
let's
plot.
just this yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see. Watch it. Maybe we'll have
Okay.
to we'll be a movie podcast. I don't know,
There you
boys.
go.
Okay. In the off season, yeah, right. Yeah. I
I just took a pill. I'm limitless.
oh okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Did not actually.
Red pill or blue pill?
It's actually
Ooh.
clear. The limitless
Oh.
Ooh.
pill is clear.
Was it a multivitamin?
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Um, let's hop on over to some baseball here and get things rolling. We've
Baseball.
talked some football, but it's that time of year where even just a few weeks ago, we did our It's Too Early, but we're still talking about it. What if the playoffs ended here podcast? And all of a sudden, we take a look at the standings.
Mm.
Some of them have switched. I
Wow.
was smoking the Astros, getting high on the Astros a couple weeks ago. They're not even in the division lead anymore. So we'll talk about some bubble teams here today. Like Nash said at the beginning, we're blowing bubbles. And some bubbles might pop. They have to pop eventually. Some bubbles are going to burst. And we're going to explore which teams we think are going to make it, which teams are not going to make it. And it's that time of year. It's almost time for the playoffs. We got teams looking hot. We got teams looking not. I feel like we got to start with the league. And maybe we should start with a league near and dear to us. We should start with the National League because
Do it.
your Brewers did take 2 of 3 against the Cardinals somehow. It feels like they lost almost every game, even though they won
Insane.
the series. Doesn't really make any sense. Crazy comeback, walk off there, but they clinched the postseason spot. And as of today, the Phillies also clinched a postseason spot. So the NL is kind of ramping up. First two teams to clinch a postseason spot, both from the National League. So how about that? That's pretty cool, right? But yeah. So starting with the NL here, we got those teams on top. That's just what it's going to be like. Brewers, Phillies. Then we hop on down to the NL West. And I think this is kind of just where
Mm.
naturally we have to
Yep.
start because we have the Dodgers who are leading the division. Padres, they're now 2.5 games behind, and they are way up in the wild card. So we don't really have to worry about the Padres on the bubble of the playoffs necessarily, but they do still have is it fair to say a long shot, September 14th? They're 2.5 games behind. They have not maybe a long shot, because I mean, you win a series against them, that switches the entire thing. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they play another series against one another because the Dodgers are too busy playing the Giants down there in the NL West. But yeah, the Padres, long story short, do have a shot to win the division still. But we can count them as a bubble team for the division, not for wild card. So, what do you think? Wait a second. Let's not stop there. San Francisco, my second favorite team, 75 and 74, all of a sudden making a slight move at the wild card. They're only 1.5 games behind. Are you kidding me? Hitting walk-off grand slams against the Dodgers. Yeah, they lost the next two. Sure, sure, sure. But how about that? Giants making the playoffs, Padres winning the division. Any of these likely? What do you guys think?
It's all on the Mets, man. It's a team that's not even in the division. The
Okay.
Mets are 2-8 in their last 10. So the Giants and Arizona Diamondbacks, I think I was high on them. They're only a half game back of the Giants.
Yeah.
I think two NL West teams make the playoff, or at least three, including the
Three.
division winner. I think three.
You
I'm
think the
gonna
Mets
say
you think the Mets are gone?
the Mets absolutely implode. Yep.
Wow. The Mets
Wow.
become the Mets. You think they do it again? 2-8 in the last 10? Want to hear something crazy? They went
Let's hear it.
1-8-1. So they lost 8 in a row.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a
Mm-hmm.
crazy streak. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, Andrew, I agree with you. I think the Giants have a decent chance of jumping the Mets. And if we're saying that, I think we have to also say the Diamondbacks have a decent chance to jump the Mets
Sure.
and the Giants because they're only half a game behind the Giants.
Right.
And then if
Yep.
you're saying that, then you got to say the Reds have a chance too because they're only 2.5 back of the Mets and only a half game out from the Diamondbacks and a game out from the Giants. So I think those are the three teams. If I had to pick one of those teams today, I think I would probably pick the Giants. I really like the record against teams over 500. I think that's a great indication as to how good a team actually is. The Giants are 41 and 44. The Diamondbacks are 41 and 42, and the Reds are
Yep.
42 and 43. So there's not really a great differentiator there. If you're looking at purely lineup, I think I like the Giants lineup the best of those three, but I think I like the Reds pitching staff better. So I don't know. The Reds kind of have a chance. Scary. The Reds would be a scary team to face in a wild card series.
I
Guys,
agree.
You want to go
Cincinnati
do
gets
against
lit during the playoffs.
Hunter
but
Green, Lodolo,
and
um,
you know why the
Abbott?
Reds have a chance? The
Why do
Giants
the
and Diamondbacks play each other.
Playing each
That's the
other
Yeah,
next
starting
series.
tomorrow as of recording
yeah,
this, meaning once this podcast is up, they will have already played a game against each other. Huge.
That's a
So
very
huge
huge.
I
series.
agree.
Biggest
I
series of the
think
year?
if we're talking, well, it depends because we do also have Padres versus Mets coming up,
It's another huge series.
and they play one, two, three, four. Sorry, one, two, three games against the Mets in a row at the Mets. But
At the
then
Mets.
um, the Mets go ahead and play the Nationals afterwards, then the Cubs, and then the Marlins. So the Mets have like a roller coaster of a schedule left.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
I think the Padres, man, yeah, a couple of big series coming up. Definitely Giants, Diamondbacks. If the Giants sweep, or if the Diamondbacks sweep,
Yeah.
one
yeah,
of the if you think if one of those teams sweep, one of those teams is making the playoffs.
yeah,
Maybe.
absolutely.
I'd say yes.
Mm.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna say yes.
Say the Padres take 2 of 3 from the Mets,
Yep.
all of a sudden not looking
Guys,
great. Mets
guys,
Nationals. Nationals have been known they took a couple from the Cubs. Who said they can't do it against the Mets? Nash, what's up?
I think I'm a big fan of of the moving pieces. I think the Padres are winning the division. Have you looked at the
Whoa.
Dodgers
Whoa.
schedule?
Whoa.
Have we looked at the Dodgers schedule?
Yeah, they could play
They
Philly
got
next.
they've 7 games in a row against the Phillies and Giants.
That really
Then
helped
they
the
have a day
Brewers.
off, and then they have 6 games in a row against the Diamondbacks and the Mariners. That's a
Hmm.
tough schedule
Not
to
great.
finish the year. I don't know, 2.5 games. That's not that crazy. Padres looking Mets, White Sox series they
White
should take
Sox.
care of business. Brewers is going to be tough, and then Diamondbacks. So if they can take care of their business, man, I don't know. The Dodgers have not been playing the best baseball, and those are some pretty good teams.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm thinking like I mean the Cubs clear. We don't even need to talk about the Cubs.
Yeah,
They're
So
safe. They're safe.
don't
the
worry,
Cu-
Chicago fans. It's not because we don't like the Cubs. It's because we don't have to talk about the Cubs because you guys are too good to be talked about in the segment that we're doing.
They're not a bubble team.
Padres, man. I mean, I would say that the Giants have a tough schedule, but I would say the Dodgers have a tougher schedule. And since the Dodgers have a tougher schedule, that gives the Padres an opportunity because they don't play them again to jump in front. If the Padres did play them again, and the Padres took 2 of 3, they definitely win the division, I would say. Dodgers are, they've been a weird team. They've been a strange team. That being said, they're inevitable. They're still winning the World Series. They're still
Can,
making the playoffs.
they don't even care
can
about
I,
winning the
Yeah, the
division.
thing is, do they even care about winning the division? Do they care about home field advantage? They're gonna
Nah.
come
no,
come
so
in
wait,
swinging in the postseason anyways.
guys, let me read these stats. So of the top 6 teams right now, Brewers 48-27 at home. Philly 51-24. Dodgers 48-26. Cubs 46-29. Padres 47-28. Mets 46-29. Now we get to the bubble teams. Giants 38-37.
Wow.
Diamondbacks 38-34. Reds only 40-34. A little bit better. The bubble teams don't care if they're at home. They'll win. They're kind of win or lose. The good teams are the teams in the prime spot right now. They have really good home records, so winning home field advantage matters a ton for those
Does
teams.
it though? In the wild card, let's look at the Brewers. Last
Oh,
year,
okay,
it didn't
sure,
matter.
sure.
The
Playoffs
Brewers
are
are an
different.
anomaly.
Playoffs are different, but having home field advantage for the Padres, for the Dodgers, for the Mets, that matters for those teams and the Cubs. Cubs too. Maybe if you're playing the
Guys,
Brewers, maybe you get a little pass, but I think it matters.
I mean, the Tigers had home field last year. They lost. The Astros had home
Fair.
field in the wild card series. They lost to the Tigers. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. The Astros beat. No, let's try this again. The Tigers beat the Astros last year, and the Astros has home field advantage. The Royals beat the Orioles last year, and the Orioles had home field advantage. The Padres did win last year with home field advantage, and the Brewers lost with home field advantage. 3 of the 4 teams in the first round with home field advantage lost. So how about
Wow.
that?
So maybe home doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter for the Dodgers, I feel like. Doesn't matter for
True.
the Mets against the Brewers. Mets also beat the Phillies too. Let's remember that. So
I lied about the Dodgers.
you lied about
They're
the
fine.
Dodgers. Exactly, they're fine.
They
Yeah, they're always
play,
fun.
they play 3, 6. They play 6 of their last, 13 games against in their division, the NL West. The Dodgers
Mm,
are 31-14 against the NL West.
That's nuts.
that's
That's
crazy.
So,
wild.
so they're fine. Let's be honest. They're going to win in the
That's what I'm
division.
saying. They're totally fine.
Then, okay, if they're fine to win the division, then I think Padres are in for a wild card. Then who are we kicking out?
Mets.
Who's not making it?
It's the
The Mets?
Mets,
Mets are
man.
out. Mets are
That's
out.
rough because the Mets are
The
the ones that are in the
Metropolitans.
position right now.
The
Who's
Metropolitans.
jumping them? The Giants? Who are you guys taking in that?
I want to take the Giants. That would be great.
Well,
I would
sure,
love
yeah.
that.
Reds? Could you imagine?
Reds would be great too. But
Reds would be
Under
also
insane.
500 right now?
3 NL Central teams?
No
That would be
way.
insane.
No way.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Central's not very. Yeah. I'll say
That would
Giants.
be insane. Giants over Mets.
But I
Wow,
think my
Mets.
my previous takes, I was high on the Diamondbacks. So
Listen to this Red schedule. Cardinals, Cubs, Pirates, Brewers.
Wow.
It's only NL
Okay.
Central
Just
teams.
central. Just
So
central.
if the Reds go on a 4-8 on a 12 game winning streak, they can't win the division, but they could take second, maybe, if the Cubs lose a bunch.
The Brewers might be checked out by then. So
I don't. That's crazy. I can we talk about the Brewers real quick? Uh,
Sure.
get a little homer.
how
Sure.
5.5 games in 13, making up 5.5 games in 13 games would be an all-time collapse? Are you like 100% comfortable that the Brewers are winning the division still? Because Cubs have a
Clearly
pretty
no, because you
relatively
didn't answer yes
easy
right away. Um,
Cubs have a relatively
I've
easy
I've
finish to the
maintained
year.
that. I said it last week's episode, and I said it the episode
Check the
before.
shorts. Check the shorts.
I've said I'm not high on the Cubs, but I could see them making a push late in the season. And I'm still going to maintain that take today as I maintained it last week, as I maintained it every single week.
Craig Counsell's the GOAT.
Their
Oh,
schedule is easy.
easy. And
Easy.
outside
Hasn't
of
helped
the
them.
Angels, the Brewers play at Cardinals, at Padres, and then finish up against the Reds. If the Reds are playing to make a wild card, Brewers can't be checked out then. What if they're only 2 games up for the division?
Well, let me counterpoint you, though. If the Reds are playing to win the wild card, then they better take 3 or 4 from when they play the Cubs.
True,
Exactly.
true, very true.
So,
What's the
a
magic
lot of
number right
puzzle,
now?
a lot of moving
Nine?
puzzle pieces here.
9? Yeah, it's tough. It's
hmm
tough. It
hmm
would be an all-time collapse, to be fair, but I don't know. You start looking at some things, it gets a little interesting.
It gets real interesting here. I would say that the team that you could be the most high on right now, even though the Brewers are number one, I think the Phillies, man. The
Eight and
Phillies
two.
seem like that
They're on
unit
fire.
of a team. The Brewers have the power of friendship, and they have the power to come back, and they have the power of euchre, but the Phillies have the power of strength. They have the power of Schwarber and Harper, and they have like pitchers stepping up when Zach Wheeler cannot. Christopher Sanchez strikes out 17 players a game, and he's 7'4". It's crazy.
I will say though, Phillies losing Wheeler is really tough for them because Aaron Nola has been terrible.
No, it's not been
Absolutely
good.
terrible.
Nola, I was gonna say,
So you again, like you look at or past the wild card round, since Phillies will most likely get a bye in a
hmm
5 or 7 game series, the Phillies rotation, like I don't know. It starts to look a little more questionable when you don't have Zach Wheeler. Also, Trey Turner pulled a hamstring.
Yeah.
He's expected to be back. He hit
He'll be
off a
fine.
tee
He'll
today
be fine.
and he looks fine, but you never know. It's not great.
You could say the same thing about Yelich. Nagging
Sure.
back injury.
The Brewers are always hurt going into the playoffs and they always
hmm
lose. So hasn't worked out for us. Hey, you
Yeah,
got your Flyers shirt on right now.
I do. I
You're repping the
did
Philly
because they
brand.
they uh they clinched today. So I put on my Flyers shirt. Also, did it just come out of the laundry and it felt really comfortable after I put it on?
Oh,
Maybe.
that's the best.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the main reason I put it on. But
So speaking of the Phillies, let's um do we think they jumped the Brewers for the number one overall?
ooh,
And is it a good thing?
ooh,
I don't care. I don't care. One or two,
Oh.
I don't care.
Oh, why not? That
I just
changes who
want to
you play
buy.
in the
I
second
just want
round.
to
the
buy. I
bye.
just want to buy, man.
Changes who you play in the second round.
Yeah, yeah, but they're going to be a good team regardless.
Would you rather
Cubs
face the Cubs or the Dodgers right now in the second round?
with
Oh,
home field
God.
advantage, the Cubs.
No way.
No,
With home
Dodgers.
field advantage, the
I'd
Cubs.
rather I'd rather face the Dodgers.
False. That's the
I'd
wrong
rather face the
answer. That's
Dodgers.
the
I don't
wrong
I
know.
answer.
would. I
Facing
I
the
would.
don't know.
Dodgers is the wrong answer. It's
I
just simply
would.
the wrong answer.
I would.
Both would break me. Losing to the Cubs or losing
Losing
to
to
the
the
Dodgers
Cubs,
again would break me.
Yeah, I think you're speaking from a homer standpoint, and that you
losing to the
think just
Cubs
let me
would be
hold on.
worse.
Yes, losing to the Cubs would be worse, but you're speaking from a homer standpoint. That doesn't mean that playing the Cubs would be worse. playing the Cubs would be better. They have, on paper at least, I would say, a worse lineup. PCA is nowhere near what he started off the season to be. Kyle Tucker's hurt. They're finding ways to win, but can you really count on Carson Kelly in the postseason?
But
Not as much as you can count on Sal Frelick or Bryce Terang, right?
counterpoint, Brewers have swept the Dodgers this year. Counterpoint,
Doesn't matter. It's the
Brewers suck
postseason.
against the Cubs. Brewers suck against the Cubs this year.
They
I
played
think the Cubs.
5 games in a row at Wrigley. Can you
I think the
blame them?
Cubs. I think the Cubs match up better against the Brewers than the
They
Brewers
do.
match up against the Dodgers.
Yes.
I am partially speaking from a homer perspective where
Exactly.
losing to the Cubs would be the worst thing in the entire world. But I'm also speaking slightly from a competition standpoint where we might have a slightly better chance to beat the Dodgers than the Cubs. Is that crazy to say? The Cubs have been better than the Dodgers this year. That's a fact.
They play the Brewers better. They've played the Brewers better than the Dodgers, objectively.
Do you think the Cubs defense is better than the Dodgers defense?
So for me, it's more of like you
Yes, the
know your
Cubs defense is
division.
better than the Dodgers defense.
Exactly. The
You
Brewers
know your
are
division.
true. You do.
I think like the division aspect for me is the biggest thing. And that's the same thing holds true with Dodgers Padres. I think those, in division teams match up differently than teams outside. Like you play each other so much. You get to know that team. Brewers Cubs is another level because the manager, the Cubs, coached the Brewers for years. He knows the way the Brewers run the team. Obviously, it's a lot of different players than when he was coach, but uh, I just think division, like it's for me, it's a coin flip. When two division opponents play each other, flip a coin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like the Brewers take such good advantage of other teams' defensive lapses and in terms of steals and getting on base, taking the extra base, like that sort of stuff. That's like the Brewers thing. And I think the Cubs have a better defense than the Dodgers do.
Facts. Oh yeah, for
So
sure.
I don't know if the Brewers would be able to manufacture enough runs against the Cubs compared to the Dodgers.
But you think the Cubs would be able to manufacture enough runs against the Brewers pitching?
I think it'd be really low scoring.
They certainly have this.
I think guys like Matt Shaw and Michael Bush, you don't know what to expect, and PCA even what to expect going into the playoffs. You don't know what these guys are going to give you, and that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing.
Yeah,
Say with the
just
Brewers, you don't
exactly. It's the
with the
same
Brewers, you don't
same
know
thing.
what's Caleb Durbin hitting seventh going to do for
Yes.
you. What's
And you're
Isaac Collins going
making
to
my
do for
point
you.
even stronger because the only team you know that's going to beat you in the playoffs is the Dodgers, and that's why you don't want to play the Dodgers.
Well, they're winning the World Series, so it doesn't really
Exactly.
I
matter.
was gonna say,
Exactly.
yeah, it's true.
That's why you
I
don't
don't know
want to
why
play
we're
the
even
Dodgers.
talking about this.
That's
I
why
don't
you
want
don't
to
want
play
to play
either
them.
of them, to be fair.
Don't want to
Yep.
play either of them. Mets are out. Hot takes here on this episode,
Yeah.
and we've only talked about the NL. I think we got to hop on over here to the American League side of
Absolutely. Very
things
interesting.
because we got the New York Yankees, who are plus 3 games up in the wild card standings as of today, I believe. Let's see.
They are.
Yeah, they are. They are. And
Turned it up.
yeah, then we have Red Sox, who are point 0.5 games in the wild card spot. Why? Because the Blue Jays are winning the AL East. Love that. Maybe next year we should do division projections. We should
Ooh,
predict teams
Mm,
to win the divisions each year instead of just the World Series.
I like it.
Because
Yeah.
I wonder
Love
if
to have
any of
that.
us would have said the Blue Jays for the AL East.
Heck no. No.
probably
No
not.
way.
Yeah, but
Although
then
we might be wrong. Maybe the Yankees catch them.
that's true.
Oh,
That's true. Maybe the Yankees catch them. Yankees have looked hot.
Yankees are hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's on right
And
now
then,
as a report.
speaking of wild card, which is crazy, we have the Houston Astros. Wait a minute. The Houston Astros, the other team that I said was inevitable, that I think I picked to go back to the World Series. Did I say Dodgers Astros again? I don't remember. But they're in the wild card chase because the Mariners have taken over in the West. The Mariners are now leading the division one game in front of the Astros, who are now tied for a wild card spot. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, there are teams that could overtake the Astros even for the playoffs.
Hey,
Guardians were like so close to dying, but they have been revived. They're 9-1 in
Nine
their
and one.
last 10.
Tanner Bibby.
Tanner Bibby,
I think you're right,
Stephen
Bobby.
Vogt,
I like Bibby.
best
maybe.
manager, Stephen Vogt, Brewers legend.
Hey, if you got nothing better to do over the next week, you have Rangers, Astros, 3-game series, and then Astros, Mariners after that.
Yeah, didn't even talk about the Rangers yet because they're only 2 games behind in the wild card.
Helps with the Brewers sweep. They swept the
Mm-hmm.
Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I got a bold prediction for you.
Let's hear it.
There's going to be one team from Texas in the postseason, and it ain't the team
One.
from Houston.
Holy.
The Rangers are jumping the Astros, baby. The Astros are out,
Astros
out of
Astros
the
are
out.
out.
playoffs.
So
Astros are
I
out.
assume then the Guardians are also out. And we're
Guardians
going
out.
we're going Yankees, Red Sox,
Rangers.
Astros.
Rangers.
No. Yankees, Red
Rangers.
Sox, Rangers.
Rangers.
Holy cow. Why?
Dude, the Rangers have been absolutely on fire right now. Their remaining games at the Astros, if you take 2 out of 3 there, you're only 1 game back.
Yeah.
Then they go Marlins, Twins, Guardians to finish the year. Could get interesting.
Not the hardest schedule.
The Astros have a tough couple games here. Um, it is not going to be easy for them over the next week, but then it gets easier after that. They go Rangers for 3, Mariners for 3, both at home. Then they go away to the A's and the Athletics. Could get a little funky.
That's solid.
The
The A's
A's,
and the
I like it.
the
Athletics.
A's are very pesky.
Explain the A's
Yep.
and the Athletics to me.
The A's and the Angels. I saw 2 A's and I said the same thing. The A's and the Angels. Sorry. But both
I would say
away.
that's a good schedule with the good teams at home and then the bad teams away. I think that's not the worst
It's a great schedule.
outcome.
Could get interesting. I don't know, man. It those 3 games against the Rangers is it's gonna tell a lot.
That's a huge series too.
You take 2 out of 3 there and you probably got the postseason locked up. You lose 2 out of 3 and you're sweating the rest of the way.
Yeah,
This is,
Guardians
this is
though.
getting good.
You like the
Guardians,
Guardians? You think Guardians are gonna jump the
they play the
Astros?
Rangers at the end of the year, so that should be a good series, maybe, depending on what standings look like. Guardians play the Tigers away, but Tarek Skubal might be out for a couple of weeks. We don't know what happened to him yesterday.
Imaging came back negative, which is
Imogen
good.
came back negative, which is good, but then the Guardians play the Twins, and then the Tigers again and the Rangers. So the Guardians are going to have to step it up. They're going to have to take a big leap here because they do play some pretty good teams other than the Twins. Sorry, Twins. But
Yeah.
Tigers twice, and then the Rangers. They got, I don't know. I don't know. I think Nash, you might be right, but I think it's going to be the Astros. I think that's the team from Texas that's going to make it.
Yeah, what are the odds it just stays the same? It's just these
Yeah,
three
it's just
teams
gonna.
are the wild card
Yep,
teams.
yep. I
That
mean,
is
do
that
we
is
do we need to talk
probably
about the AL East because the Red Sox?
2.5 games. Or
Yeah.
It's only a half
no,
game.
Yeah. It's only half. Yep. They're winning against the Yankees right now as we're recording.
sure, 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 sure.
That
Hmm.
could change.
It is.
It's going to be it's very tight in the AL. But they go to the Athletics.
Wait, what do you
6-0
mean?
Red Sox.
The AL East, the Blue Jays have the AL East pretty much
No,
locked
I'm
up.
I'm talking about the second and third place teams. I'm talking about
Oh,
the second.
okay, 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 okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
talking
Yep.
about second and third here.
I don't. It is only half a game, but I don't know. Is there a world where like the Astros jump the Red Sox and the Red Sox get booted out by like the Rangers or the Guardians? The Red Sox? Why?
Garrett Crochet? You're a Red Sox. You're wearing the hat.
My Red
You got
Sox?
the hat on.
My
I
Red
think
Sox?
it's hard for both the Rangers and Astros to make it. I think they eat each other up. So I
Yeah.
think one of them does
I don't.
prevail.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, do the Guardians leap the Red Sox if they just keep winning? That is
They stay
possible.
hot. The
Dude,
Red
nine
Sox were
and
hot
one
a
is
few weeks
insane.
ago. Yeah, and now the Guardians are hot.
Red
And
Sox have
it's
lost three
all
in a row.
about who's gonna stay hot. And it's hard. It's hard to see. I I would like to see some movement. It's fun to see movement here at the end of the year, and we will have to wait and see. All we know is that the Dodgers are inevitable, and that's it. Everything else is up for grabs, including Major League Baseball's best record. Will the Brewers take it? Will the Phillies take it? Will someone else? No, probably not, right? No one else
Probably
is
not.
catching the Brewers and the Phillies.
Probably not.
Blue Jays maybe. The Brewers and the Phillies take a little bit of a losing slide, maybe. But we got some fun wild card positions. We got some fun wild card um yeah, I guess positions to
Yeah.
keep an eye out for. Because Mets, hello, what are you doing? 2-8 in the last 10. Take a look at the AL. Guardians 9-1. Red Sox 4-6. What? What's happening? These teams got to get hot. Let us know, who do you think is going to get hot at the end of the year, because it's going to be spicy. We love it. I love this time of year because once it gets to the postseason, that's when it gets stressful.
Yeah.
That's when the heart rate starts increasing. Now it's like you get excited for the games and stuff, but once the postseason hits, ooh,
Mm.
Pete Alonso,
Mm,
Pete Alonso, man. It's
mm.
different. It's different in the postseason. Mets have
It is
postseason
different.
experience.
It is
So hey,
different.
if the Mets do make the postseason, watch out.
I would say they're gonna be dangerous.
Hmm.
Rapid fire. What team do you want the Brewers to face in the NLDS? Go. Assuming we get the bye.
Assuming they get the bye.
Of the four teams below us that we
I
could
would.
potentially face.
The Mets.
You want the Mets again? Mets in
That's
seven
again.
game
He
series?
wants Pete Alonso to homer off of Uribe this year instead.
Uh,
Ooh,
Or McGill, if he's back.
McGill should be back, right?
He had a setback again.
I don't know. You ask that now. You say Mets. What if they win 10 in a row?
they could.
That's what I'm
Very well
saying,
could.
eh? That's why I want
10
an
of the
answer
last
right
12. You
now.
never
Who do
know.
you want? Who do you
I'll,
want?
I'll say the team that's playing the worst.
Okay. In order
Boo.
to be the best, you got to beat the best, man. Give us the
Nope. I
Dodgers.
want to beat the worst.
Nope. Nope. Give us the
Cubs.
Padres.
Yeah,
I want to
agreed.
beat Manny Machado.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
I think that's the real answer, is that the Brewers are screwed no matter what. You play the Cubs,
yeah.
you hate it. You play the Dodgers, you hate it. You play the Padres, you hate it because you have to play Machado. Brewers have history with Machado in the playoffs.
I wouldn't hate that
Yeah.
as much.
You play the Mets, you hate it because of
Yeah.
last year.
Wouldn't hate that as
I
much.
think if I had to root for one of those teams we just mentioned, I'd probably root for the Padres though. So yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Hmm. I have a Padres hat laying around here
If the
somewhere.
Giants can sneak in, there you go. There'd be Giants Brewers. That'd be interesting.
Then I want Giants or Red Sox. Devers against his old team.
Oh
That would be
yeah.
fun.
That would be sick.
That'd be absolute kid clash. The orange and red. That'd
Ugh.
be terrible. That's a terrible
Love that.
matchup. Oh man.
But guys, I got a hypothetical too. Go on the opposite side of the standings. Side of the standings we ignore. Will the Twins have a worse record than the White Sox? Is that even
Ooh.
possible? 65 and 84 are the Twins. White Sox coming in at 57 and 93. I don't think there's enough games, but guys, I think one of the shows the record of the White Sox is not as bad as it maybe could be. But guys, the
Nah,
Twins
I
are
think
awful.
I
The
think
Twins
you're
are
Yeah.
glazing
awful.
the White Sox right now.
The Twins
Yeah, they
are a
would.
bottom five team.
I think you're glazing the White Sox right now. The White Sox they're still like 9 games behind the Twins.
Yeah, it's not possible. But maybe next year. Maybe next year. We will
Yeah,
do
because the Twins
division prediction.
exploded and the White Sox are young
I
talent.
think this shows we need to do team by team, exact order,
All right. Colson
not
Montgomery,
just
30 home
winners.
run year next year. You heard it here first. Colson
I
Montgomery,
like
I
it.
have right here. This is his foul ball. He hit this.
Oh
You
wow.
heard it here first. Oh, Jesus. Smack the computer. Good.
And the
We're
White
good.
Sox, the 70-year-old Pope, they could easily win whenever the Pope is 70 years old. They could win a World Series. It's
Mm-hmm.
a thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it couldn't be an episode of batting practice without this day in history,
Mm.
but I got kind of a sad one for you guys today.
Oh no.
Mm.
It's not a great one,
Is
but
it a
it did
9/11 one?
happen exactly this day in history on September 14th, 1994. Does
No.
that date sound familiar? 1994
That is when
baseball
the
season?
MLB strike happened.
That
Started.
is when Commissioner Bud Selig announced that the remainder of the 1994 season, including the postseason and World Series, was canceled because of the strike that happened on August 12th. And it totally ruined everything for fans. It ruined everything for baseball. Tony Gwynn was hitting 394 when the season stopped. Could he have hit 400 this year? You don't know. So there are many reasons why this was not the greatest day in MLB history. The lockout, the infamous lockout that happened. Who would have won the World Series? Wouldn't have been the Brewers. But the Expos, Montreal, were 74 and 40. Holy cow.
Wow.
Did the Expos ever win a World Series title? Nope. Could
Mm.
they have won one that year? You never know. But this is a bit of a scary topic nowadays because
I was gonna say.
The current CBA ends at the end of 2026, meaning that for the 2027 season, the players' union and the owners have to reach a new collective bargaining agreement in order for the season not to be locked out. If the owners refuse to let the players work, they can't play. That's just, yeah. The players could also strike, which is less likely after the contract expires, but it's if the MLBPA is like feeling it, then that's some way that they could go too. So, not a great this day in history. Boys, do you think that this could happen again? Could history repeat itself? Could history repeat itself in that the fact that another MLB season could be shortened or canceled in the near future? Because if we remember, only a few years ago, opening day was pushed back a couple, was it like a week? 2021, 2022, opening day was delayed by around like a week or so. So,
Yeah.
CBA
And not to
coming
mention
up.
COVID,
Mm-hmm. And that was not because of COVID. Mm-hmm.
right?
What do you
Yeah.
think? Is there is this a
I'm
realistic
nervous.
chance?
A
What do
hundred
we
I'm
do with the
percent.
nervous.
podcast if there's no
We're on
baseball
strike.
season?
Movies.
We're on strike.
We're
We're
on
on strike.
strike.
Movies.
We're on
We're on
strike.
strike.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
movies.
strike,
You're right. You're right.
if they
Movies,
strike, we
movies,
strike.
movies. You're right. Movies.
Baseball
Yep.
movies.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude,
Field
it's
of greed.
definitely a possibility. Absolutely. If there's one thing we've come to know in professional sports, it is the owners don't always love shelling out, and the players don't always love shelling out. So
Yeah, Bryce Harper doesn't like anything.
no, and
No.
he's like one of the main.
He's the guy. He is the
He's
guy.
the guy. Yeah, it's not looking good, and he does not
No,
like Manfred at all.
no.
No.
And those are going to be
It's
two of the main pieces in the bargaining. So that's not a good look. It's not going to be pretty.
For anyone wondering, you're like, why is this happening? What's wrong with the owners? They kind of want a salary cap. Players are like, we don't want a salary cap. Look at it's balanced, blah blah blah. The Dodgers win, but they don't win every year. Um, revenue sharing options and stuff like that that go way in depth. But the main thing is salary cap. Bryce Harper doesn't want a salary cap, and it can be like a luxury tax sort of thing, is what it really should be. But there shouldn't be a hard cap, I guess, because that would just I don't know. That's a whole nother podcast discussion that we could do in the off season.
Hey,
But
are they going to throw it for the Brewers? You
oh,
heard it here first. Big brain players or can point if the Brewers win, be like, well, look, Brewers win, so it doesn't matter. I think maybe the Brewers win the World Series.
because
Maybe
It's
they do
well,
it.
rigged,
this
rigged
so
for
it's
the
the
Brewers.
It's
2026
rigged.
season. So the Brewers win this year and next year.
They'll win
Oh,
this year or one of the years. One of the
then they can
years.
point. Yeah, in recent history, there'll be
Mm-hmm.
recent
Mm-hmm.
history.
Yep. Yep. Also let them win.
I like it.
All right.
We need a
Conspiracy.
salary floor, not a salary cap.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that was one of the less exciting this days in history, but it's important to mention because it's something that only happened once in this scale of an event, and it was the first cancellation of a World Series, I think, since since World War One, like not even World War
Wow.
Two. It was the first cancellation of a World Series since 1905, before
Wow.
World War One.
Wow.
1904, the Giants refused to play the AL champion Boston Americans. We might get into that one later into this day in
Okay.
history in the playoffs. I'll put that one on the back burner.
It's on there.
All
But
right.
what do you say we hop into this pickle before the end of the
Pickle.
day?
Do we even mention a single player? I mean, we mentioned Bryce Harper,
Bryce Harper, Tanner Bybee.
Tyler Bybee.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like that.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's a vibe. Wow.
Righty, righty, not from the USA.
It's the NL East or NL
Tanner's
West.
last name is pronounced like by B. How about that?
There you go.
NL West or
Guys, this is
NL
just Manny
East?
Machado.
Okay. Oh yeah, it is. No,
All
he's
right,
from the USA though. He's from the USA in this. He's from the USA in this.
Guys, this is just Fernando Tatis Jr., although the age is probably too close, but
Is
send
it
it.
Elias Diaz?
Yeah, send that. Send that. That's better.
Why didn't you? Okay.
Well,
Oh, Dominican.
NL
Okay.
West.
Okay. Dominican.
it's the NL West.
Dominican.
It's everyone's
Is
favorite
it
division.
Teoscar?
Hmm.
He's also a right fielder though. That's the problem. Okay. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
older.
well,
Older. Older?
older.
Could be a
Not on the
relief
Padres or
pitcher.
Diamonds. Could be the Giants. Could
Giants,
be the
Diamondbacks.
Rockies.
How old is
The
Willie?
Willie is not 34. No,
It's
30.
close though.
that could hit. That could hit. That's all right. That's the right.
No way. Oh, it's
It's
just
Willie. We should
Willie.
have. Oh, it's
Oh, Giants.
Oh
Giants
Willie.
are
man.
going to the postseason.
Giants going to the postseason confirmed.
It's an omen.
If the Brewers play the Giants, I am betting Willie Adames home run every
Every
single
game.
day. Putting the house on it. The
I played him in
literal
my daily
everything I
lineups.
have.
I played him in my so rare daily lineups every day he played the Brewers. It was totally worth it.
That's
Just
awesome.
hammer Willie Adames. Put him in your Sower lineup. If you want to bet, I think it's good. The home run bet.
There you
Obviously
go.
not gambling advice. Don't listen to me. You heard them earlier. I'm taking the L to both of them. Fantasy football. So don't listen to me about that stuff.
Wait, did we say Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift.
Okay, good.
Travis
Good, good,
Kelce,
good,
Taylor
good.
Swift.
All right, Nash, you can end it now.
All right. Well, there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Who do you think is going to make the playoffs? Who's not? Who's going to win the World Series? Let us know down below in the comments. Leave a rating wherever you're listening to our podcast. Go subscribe to the YouTube and check out our other social medias. And until next week, you just attended batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.